Hello there, Capricorn, and welcome to your July forecast. Really great to see everyone again. Let's get straight into your channeled information for this month. As I was meditating on your sign, I got the image of a supernova. And what I inferred from that was it's a chance for you to rebuild. And this is exciting because what I like about a supernova is no matter how difficult the situation was that you maybe just came through, maybe you lost something or maybe there's been a major change, the supernova says you've got really good material from which to move forward, that you can work with, that you can change things with. So I feel like you're actually positioned in a really great place where whatever roadblocks you have, they're not going to be permanent. So let's take a look at the cards and see how that plays out for you. If you're brand new, I just want to say welcome and let you know how I organize this. Every month I start with the channeled information, which we just did, and then I expand the forecasts, and after I look at this Celtic cross. So the Celtic cross will show the main challenges and opportunities. The expanded forecast takes a look at health, wealth, love, and destiny. And that way you really have a chance to cover everything that could be happening over the course of the month. So before we get into interpreting those cards, let's take a look at your catalyst for this month. And I love this illustration and also the message, wishbone, affirmation. So two things. If you needed some confirmation that it's okay to kind of go after what you want, that's what this is. It's saying that, first of all, when we are on our path, when we love what we're doing, that basically there's an attractive quality that doesn't exist any other time. So I really want you to feel like whatever it is that you're doing for a living, whatever you're going after, you feel it in your heart. And then I want you to take a chance on it. The wishbone is sort of that. Make a wish, go after it, follow your dream. And then be very affirmative about and positive about what you can do with it. So the supernova message actually makes a lot of sense because recent past here I have the death card in reverse. The death card in reverse a lot of times for businesses shows restructuring, can be layoffs. For relationships, it can show a breakup. And for your own life, if you're single and just trying to make sense of things, it shows a change, a needing to get out of something, sometimes stagnation. What I see that could be causing stagnation is with the Hierophant in reverse, it's about either a corporate environment or a conservative environment that isn't encouraging for your dreams, for your hopes, for your aspiration. So maybe you have like very, very practical partner or parents, and they don't want to see why you want to go after a creative dream, or you're living in a part of the world that doesn't encourage you to sort of go after a career path that might feel good for you or whatever. So basically there's a need for you to break free from some sort of constraint. It has to do with your money situation, and your money will shift around, but for now it's a little challenging, and I can see that. I think you've spent a lot of time planning or dreaming about this change, and you'll know what it is based on your own life, but I would say it's time to start doing. It's time to move on. If you've been in a relationship, I sense that some of you may have a lot of negative feedback from your partner. The King of Swords in reverse is one of the most challenging cards in the deck. King and Queen, but the King especially. It's someone who doesn't think a lot about other people and can say things that are really, really critical and can hurt the other person in a way that they have no, like, words can be more powerful than force of a blow or anything else. So if you're around someone that's that negative, or if you yourself are feeling negative, then it's time for you to move on. So very clear indication here that for some of you, it's time to walk out, to move on, to find something new, to actually make a physical move. So I see letting go and moving on being themes of this month. If you're happy with your life, the death card in reverse can actually indicate a health issue, usually about being too stationary. And it's something a lot of us deal with now. So too stagnant, sitting still too much. It can also be about digestive issues, about things not moving through. But it usually is about stagnating or not moving. So I want you to look at your life, and if you're not moving enough physically, get out, join a gym, walk your dog, do something that helps you be more physical. And if you're having issues not moving things through your body, for instance, change the way you're eating. Make sure that you're being as healthy as possible. This is a good month for love. But it's love that may not come when it's convenient. We have in your ego position the Lovers. It's probably going to happen around the first to second week, but it's not, the timing is off for you. So what you have to decide this month, especially if you're going to be looking for new work, or if you're going to be deciding how much energy you want to put in certain parts of your life, that's really what the Six of Pentacles is, then do you have time to put into this new relationship? I'm not saying that you shouldn't engage in the relationship, I'm just saying the timing's not great. We see your own mental state being one of needing some TLC. We have the King of Cups in reverse, and this has everything to do with sort of not being happy with what you're doing, not feeling it. So if you're not feeling passion in your relationship, in your work, in your life, and how you look or feel, that's the first thing you have to shift. Once you shift your emotions, then these other things are going to be attracted to you. But if we go back to that idea of a supernova, the way the sun can kind of pull everything in is it's the brightest, has the most gravity, and it has a sort of, if you would imagine that it has an idea of where things go, it's like the conductor of the solar system based on its pull. You're here, you're here, you're here. So I need you to be that clear, that bright, that strong. And it is going to be a balancing act throughout this whole month. Because we see both the Six and the Two of Pentacles. The Two is always a tightrope dancer or walker, and the Six is basically about making tough decisions. Both of them are reversed. So I need you to, throughout the entire month, make smart decisions over money and time and energy. I need you to walk away from negative situations, or to speak up if you need to be, but in a way that's not too critical. And I do see this being a good month to make a change of address, of job, and also relationship status. Major changes going through this month, but also getting one step closer to your dream, which is exciting. So with that in mind, let's begin the expanded part of the forecast, and we'll start first with looking at health. Health including, of course, your mind, body, and your spirit. And what this is encouraging you to do is to not look at your present health as pass, fail, win or lose, good or bad. Instead, to see it on a continuum, as in, I'm not the healthiest that I've been, but I'm going to get better. Or I'm in a really good place, but I need to keep this up. So basically, there is no win or lose when it comes to your health. It's about keeping up and continuing to work hard. The toughest part, we have a 5 on there. I feel like it's going to be in the first 5 or 6 days of the month. You might have to put a little bit more energy into your physical health. Don't be afraid to do that. I specifically want you to look at your heart health because we have that heart at the center of this. So take a look at cholesterol, take a look at blood pressure, and if there's any history of heart disease, make sure that you're being mindful of that. Let's now take a look at your wealth and career. We'll be using Ganesha for this, and hopefully this will help you overcome any obstacles that you have in turning these money cards around. So we have delight, a message that has come up a few times this month. Delight showing that you need to be working with what your dream is. If you are going after your dream, nothing can stop you. But if you are really dissatisfied with where you're at, it's difficult to get people to believe in you because they sense that aggravation, they sense that discord, and you don't really want that. Okay, so let's now take a look at we looked at health, wealth, let's take a look at love and relationships. And we have Cosmic Gateway, another card that's come up a lot this month. And Cosmic Gateway is interesting because the changes that are happening are for the best, and that's really what it says, miraculous changes are happening. But Horus I associate with death, rebirth, and transformation, and you see this sort of Stargate behind Horus. What's going to be happening for you this month is either you'll be entering a brand new phase in your relationship, so if it was going nowhere and you suddenly decide to get engaged, that's one thing, or it's the flip side of that where you've been together a long time and enough is enough. But this is a major shift, and the shift looks like it's positive. So whatever that uncomfortable transformation is, try to go with it and see where it takes you. Let's now take a look at your Destiny card. And for Destiny, a reminder that this has this operates sort of as a GPS. And if you like where you're headed, great. If you don't, change it. This is the one card that you really have the most control over. And we have Alchemy coming through as your message this month. And Alchemy shows that you have a lot of power. The power comes in taking those raw materials and taking one thing and making it into something else. That's the rebuilding. So I want you to reimagine your current self as being something completely different, and then just go after it. That's the message that's come through again and again from my meditation to the cards, to the oracle cards as well. So let's review everything that we just went through and hopefully bring some clarity to you. Your channeled information this month was that of being a supernova, taking stellar remnants, taking pieces of things that have fallen apart or raw materials in your life. Also, on a less sort of symbolic level, looking at the people around you, the situations around you, and deciding, what can I do with this? What is this here for? Why am I here? Because a lot of times we don't ask ourselves these questions, we just kind of like move forward. So that's encouraging you to ask the question. This, your catalyst, saying you've got to follow your dreams. You have to take a chance on your dreams. That's the only thing in your life that's really worth gambling on. As we look at all of the tarot cards this month, it's a month to ease out of overly structured situations, overly conservative situations, particularly when it comes to how you make a living. You might want to do something unconventional, follow that dream. You've been spending a lot of time thinking about what you want to do. This is the month to take action on it. I also see some relationships ending in separation. You could be changing address or changing relationship status quite easily this month. Watch out for the power of words. If you're a victim to somebody else's negative words or sort of slanderous words or libelous words, then you want to move on, and if necessary you can litigate, because this can also indicate a lawyer. But more importantly, stay clear of this and try not to do it yourself if possible. Love is coming in this month. You can take it or you can decide to wait, because you really are going to be busy with, I think, focusing on career this month. Biggest challenge is time, energy, and money. So decide what's worth your time, energy, and money. Your health card, look at your heart health. Try not to see things as win or lose, good or bad. Don't torture yourself if things have, quote unquote, gone in the wrong direction. Just see it as a continuum or a pendulum. It's your chance now to push it towards the direction you want. For wealth, again, if you're going after what you want, that's the key. Ganesha is saying enjoy your work. Make that be your joy. Find things also in any work situation that might give you a chance to have more fun. So maybe that's getting more involved with, if there's a community outreach program or some sort of charitable thing, that a contribution that your company does. There's other ways to find joy until you can get more on the path of your soul's purpose. So we have this Horus card for relationships, Cosmic Gateway, showing that you're going to either be going deeper into a relationship or probably exiting one. Not a lot of stagnation this month, big shifts for relationships. But the big opportunity overall, and what this is all about, is alchemy. So don't be afraid to embrace everything that's around you and see it not as, sort of like a curse, but wow, I've got all of these things that I can take something and make something more with it. Okay, so it's basically a message of optimism, of being open-minded and using things to rebuild. That's really the message this month. I hope this was helpful. If you ever need more insight or more direction on your own life, you can reach out to me for a one-on-one session. I'll put links in the video and also in the description below. I'm going to try something new this month and do some weekly videos. We'll see if that works. In order to stay in touch and know when these videos are posted or some of the new things that I'm trying, the best way to do it is just to subscribe. There's also a bell icon next to the subscribe button that will opt you into emails when the new videos are posted from whoever you like. I also have a newsletter, and I'm on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. So whatever works for you, I'm there for you. Otherwise, I just want to say thank you. You guys have been really great from month to month about supporting me with encouraging words and all the likes and subscribes. So please keep that up. And if you'd like to do a little bit more, there also is a donation link within the description below. So feel free to click on that if that's something you want to do. Otherwise, I wish you much love, much abundance, and I hope that your dreams come true and that you're able to change things in your life. This is really reminding you that the capacity to change is always there. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you real soon. Bye-bye.